everybody, welcome to the Vietnamese coffee shop. I'm your host Jimmy.
And I'm Carter, episode 4. V-Day is here.
Oh yeah, you guys like that? My daughter made that. She put a bunch of hearts on the screen.
Oh yeah, we
Made it
gotta,
extra special.
gotta get that check for her. Eat that one. That was a good one. Also, it erased.
No, it's
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. It
yeah.
pops in and out. All right, that's nice. Thank you, Lana. Appreciate you.
We have a special episode today talking about Valentine's Day.
Yee.
Yeah. The other day, my daughter asked me. Well, I actually asked her. She was drawing a bunch of hearts, and I was like, "Honey, why you drawing a bunch of hearts for?" She goes, "Oh, I'm just doing it just because I love you, Daddy." He's like, "Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were doing something for a special someone." You know? She's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I was talking about Valentine's Day." And oh man, you gotta do that again. Hold on.
Yeah, these TVs these days don't be working, man. They get you to buy a new TV every month.
We good? Okay. We're gonna keep going. Where was I?
Valentine's
Oh
Day.
yeah.
Somebody was trying to write your daughter a letter at
No,
school.
I was spooked, man. I was like, hold up. I was like, what you know about Valentine's Day? She's like, I don't know nothing about Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
She said, where does Valentine's Day come from? And I was like, well, honey, that's the day where the V and the D meet together. No, I was kind of curious too because I didn't really know anything about the whole Cupid and the whole history of it, you know. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start Googling, you know. And then I went down the rabbit hole, and guess what I found out?
What's that?
That this was a long, long time ago during the Roman Empire days. So back then, well, we're gonna have a little history lesson real quick. So hang in there. So back then, they used to have something called the Lupercalia. Okay, it was a pagan festival. Pagan festival is like, you know, I guess I don't know if it's a religion or whatnot, but they used to try to get all the it was where there's shepherds, you know, the people that used to have all the sheep back then.
Herding all the sheep.
Yeah. They used to try to get them to be fertile, so they would make this festival to kind of, I guess, praise the gods. You know,
Give thanks.
yeah. So what they would do, they would sacrifice these sheeps, and they cut up the skin and make thongs out of them, right?
Damn, it got to be the sheep though.
Yeah. So they used to
Sheesh.
first they used to whack the sheeps with it to try to like bless them with, you know, fertility, but then somehow, you know, it caught on, and then it became something where people got involved and women wanted to get involved to be fertile too. So women started to line up during these festivals, and then men would grab these thongs made of sheep herd, and they would just smack the women while they would line up and bless them to get knocked up. And what's kind of crazy is over time, it became almost like an orgy party.
Right.
Back
right.
then, yeah, they used to grab women's names and throw them in like a lottery basket and pick their name out, and then they would do their thing.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where this, well, it manifested to Valentine's Day. But during that time, there was a Roman emperor named Claudius II. He would actually ban people from getting married is because his army was very weak during that time, and he prohibited people to get married. So during that time, a lot of people were secretly getting married.
Right.
Yeah, and there was a priest named Saint Valentine.
Right. I heard about him.
Yeah, and he was doing low key marriages for people,
Right.
and he got caught up. So, you know, the emperor got upset, and then he locked his ass up.
Right.
And after he locked him up, he basically beheaded him. But before he beheaded him, there was the person. I guess we call him correctional officers, but the person that was jailing him during that time, his name was Asterisk. Right, he had a daughter. So he brought his daughter in to learn the Christian ways because Saint Valentine was Christian. Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
And he would, I guess, teach the daughter. The daughter was blind, so there was a story about the daughter being cured of her blindness through him. Apparently, I don't know what he did. He worked a miracle apparently, and at during that time he wanted to go see the daughter again, but after the emperor Claudius forbidden her to come see him again, he wrote a letter before he passed, and in there it said, "Sincerely, your Valentine." So that's where the whole uh, Valentine thing came from.
Mm-hmm.
So centuries later, we have it today as a marketing scheme.
Well, I
Which
mean, we live in a capitalist world right now, so
I mean, you
they
know how
gonna
much they make annually per year? $18 billion
in
from
February.
Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
No, that's not what's up because because
Capitalist country,
hey
man. I
man, I'm
mean,
telling you,
we gonna have to get
I
it how we
mean,
get it.
I love the fact that it's like a thing where you share love and like try to show your significant other that you care about them supposedly, but man, they're just making it to it's all about it's a money grab.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
like I said, we living in a capitalist world,
this
so
this is I think this is America $18 billion. I'm not even sure if it was worldwide, but yeah, I need to look that up again.
yeah, America probably looked at it was like, we don't have any other holidays in February, so let's just go with that, and it'll work because obviously a lot of people are gonna spend money to buy their significant others something or whatever. So yeah, it'll raise up the prices in every which way. So
Oh, I forgot to talk about one thing.
oh, cheers,
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
Coffee, get your coffee fix.
We need to do this in the very beginning, right? I was forgetting. Hey,
Well,
once
they
again,
get the idea. You
yeah, I
know
know,
what I'm
but we gotta
saying?
remind them. Hey, thank you once again for the scribes. Hey, we hit the 100 mark.
Oh yeah, man. Shout
Thank
out
you
to
guys, man.
everybody
Hey,
showing up, man.
we hit the 100 mark, but we got some bad news. So apparently, half of y'all is doing incognito mode, like y'all watching porn or something. So we can't see who the subscribers are at all.
You two don't got no point, but
Huh?
yeah.
I don't know. They don't want to see. Here's the thing, right? We got a bunch of viewers, but they're not subscribers. It's like I don't know what's going on,
Well, I
but
mean that's with everybody though.
yeah,
Everybody's kind of
you
just
trying to
on
hide the
there.
search history and stuff like that, or we got some secret
Well, I
people
mean,
just.
I kind of feel like people just don't mind the commercials, and people don't mind like they don't want to log in and do all that, sign up and this and that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but how
So
can we get them to help us out though? Yeah, I mean, I think. How about you guys just sign in, make a fake email account, right, and just hit
that's
that
just too
subscribe
much.
button.
That's too much, man.
Is it really?
They ain't gonna do all that.
You think we're asking for too much?
Well, I mean, not really.
If you don't ask, right, you
well,
never know.
Well, I mean, as long as we getting views, somebody's watching. Hopefully, they could take something positive from it. So that's all that really matters
Right,
to me. That's what
right.
I would say.
That's why we're doing this special episode with Valentine's
Subscribers
Day.
is like kind of, I don't know. They're I mean, if they're putting their notification bell on or whatever, they're instantly getting it. So that, that's what's up. That's love. So we appreciate y'all for that. And we was gonna go pick out the $100 winner, but
That's what we're having problems.
yeah. So everybody's kind of like incognito. We don't know the names on there. So we kind of got to get you guys to whoever subscribed. Like I don't know, check in with our
Yeah, we want to make this fair for everybody.
yeah, because we want to put it in the randomizer and then just pick a winner.
I mean, honestly, if you guys are watching right now, the first 100 subscribers, you guys know who you guys are. Just like make a comment,
Yeah,
and write
yeah.
T-shirt or which one is a T-shirt or Amazon, right? And whoever no, we can't even see the likes.
Yeah, no, you can't.
It's
I was
weird.
thinking just comment,
Yeah, just
put in the
comment.
comment.
Comment and write Amazon or comment and write T-shirt. Which one you guys want to be for the raffle for, right?
Well, we giving a T-shirt
Yeah,
away
remember
too?
the one the
Oh.
the support shirt?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's $100 and one person getting a T-shirt.
So one person's gonna get $100 Amazon, and but somebody's gonna get a limited edition.
Limited.
Edition. I mean, there's like 5 shirts.
Fresh off
That's
the
it.
print.
We got every single one. Mediums. Large, XL, double
Ready.
XL. Waiting on standby. Whoever wants
Ready
it.
to go.
Yeah. But
But yeah, thank you. We appreciate that. We just trying to accomplish small milestones and celebrate the small wins, like we all should. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
this episode is a little bit different. We're actually gonna have a segment. You know what I decided to call it?
What's that?
J and C walking.
JC.
You remember?
Walker?
You remember Jay Leno? He used to have Jay walking. He used to walk outside in the street, just ask random people what they thought about so and so and so and so. So on this episode, we're gonna walk out to where we talked about the Lunar New Year parade.
Right.
We're gonna walk up to random women, even men.
Men, both.
Yeah.
Survey them.
And we're gonna survey them. We're gonna ask them, what does it take for them? No, what is it that they see in men that attracts them? Right?
Yeah, I mean, we was gonna drop a couple of questions, like 3, 4 questions, just to get a survey going of how we can, work on the two creatures, the the man and the
Still,
woman,
no wonder we got all
We tryna-
all men subscribers.
build a better place for these people. You know what I'm saying, and
Yes.
and something
So
positive.
you said at first we can't call what was it? You can't call women females. What was that about?
Oh
You were
yeah,
telling me.
my wife had fact checked me or something like that, but it's really deep. So supposedly I was saying something about females. I was saying we're gonna go out and talk to females, and my wife was like, "Yeah, you can't say females because they've been tagged with this stigma or like these group of people just use these terms as these females, and
So it's derogatory now.
it's derogatory because these group of people, they they're really bad people. Like they hurt women, and and they always use the term females. And
But couldn't we shed light on that word female and make it a bigger and better thing?
well, yeah, that's what I said
Right?
too. I
I
mean,
mean, we got to change it, right?
end of the
Because just
day-
because somebody messed it up for the rest of us, it doesn't mean that we should be banned from using it. We're using a scientific term.
yeah, I
Right?
mean,
It's legit.
It's what you put down. You
So
check the box.
forgive us if we do use the word females. We're not using it to dismiss anybody's feelings. It's just we're still learning, and it might slip up once in a while, but we'll call them women.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, everything nowadays you gotta always watch what you say, because some group or whatever is gonna be offended or something, or not even offended, because there's real life events that's happening that's people using these words, and it's just, people don't want to be in the same box. So, respectfully, we're gonna have to learn and adjust it and continue to move on. So, it is what it is, man. It's the way the world works nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So.
Everybody's super sensitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody, but I mean,
Majority now. Now,
you
yeah,
gotta
I'm
tippy toe.
noticing that everything that we got to use the pronouns correctly now.
All the pronouns, we got to get it dialed in. Yeah, which kind of sucks, but in actuality, it's true. We do have to be more.
I mean, we're kind of evolving to a very sensitive culture, man. I mean, I'll be honest. It's like we think about our upbringing. A lot of majority of the people I know, a lot of their fathers weren't in their lives, right? So we're all raised by our mothers, right? So I'm not saying that we're losing that masculinity, but from my understanding, women are attracted to masculinity, right?
I would say so. I mean, I
I
think
mean-
it's natural for them to be.
Yeah.
But see, like then again, you have LGBTQ communities, so you can't really say that. Because we talking to the public now. The public's
I'm
so
not
big.
trying to roll my eyes, but man,
But yeah, I mean, this is our little club right here that we trying to speak freely on. But and at the same time, we just got to be aware and just kind of be woke in a sense, right? I mean, and we trying to tap into their community as well too. So
no, I respect that.
yeah. So
I
it's-
have nothing wrong with against them. It's just I'm just speaking from a male perspective, searching out the creatures.
Yeah, yeah.
The
But shout out to Joe
the
Coy. He
women.
said that too. You know,
Huh?
female creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't mean it in any disrespectful way, but no. But ladies, yeah, please. Um,
It's not like we getting any more China, bro. That's it. Our lives are just that's it.
yeah,
So we ain't losing any fan base.
no, but
But
yeah,
anyway, yo, shout out to the women if you guys exist out there because from what we seen on YouTube, we got 100% all dudes. But
but yeah. I was telling them it's not true. I mean, then again, like I said, like people being on YouTube, they don't really want to be out there as like that because there is a lot of bullshit on the internet and people prey on shit like that. So I mean, yeah, ladies, whoever be, you got to be a little bit more
this,
smarter. You know what I'm
so
saying?
so this is a special episode amongst from perspective of a male perspective. By the way, like I'm not going to try to speak on the women's behalf on what they want specifically because apparently women want everything perfect in a man, you know, and
No, not all women. Not all
okay,
women. The ones we come across probably, but no, I mean my wife
no,
knows.
okay,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
let's
That's why I'm saying you can't just say like that because I
okay,
mean my wife
so
she doesn't.
so explain. Okay, so I mean you seem like the perfect man for me. Yeah. So all I'm saying is this, right? Everyone understands that no man is perfect, no woman is perfect.
Nobody
But
perfect
why
for
is it
sure.
that we don't get that opportunity to ask, what's our perfect woman, right? Like like for me, I just noticed that it's always been a one-sided thing where men we have to up our game,
It's the V power, man.
huh?
They
Oh,
they, they,
hey,
they got the V
yeah,
power,
but
you
you
know.
said earlier off camera, he was telling me, hey man, I, I was telling him, what are you gonna tell the single dudes, right now that's struggling right now, trying to find the not the perfect match, but a match for them because the struggle is real. Like I was doing a little bit of Google research, and all the what was it? The I think the dating apps, right? One specifically, I'm not gonna say which one, but um, they said that the ratio is like 80% dudes and 20% women. So right off the bat, just by that fact right there, what are the chances of us even getting any, the odds of them even, what is it, swipe right, swipe left, whatever it is
Well, yeah, usually
to
now
get that
all the
match?
apps is pretty, of course they got to try to make it simple for everybody to use. So yeah, swipe left or right if you physically attracted to this person. So I mean, if you a dude and you're on there, you're trying to get yourself a date or whatever it may be, you definitely got to work on your photo skills and get the right one that'll make your features pop or whatever it is.
Man,
Because
I don't like the fact that they're judging us by a freaking photo, man.
well, I mean,
Like, give us, hey, I know I'm never ever going to invent this app, but if anybody's watching over at like Instagram, Facebook, or whatever dating app, right? Go give us 5 minutes of uploading video time or something instead of just a freaking photo, man. You know what I'm saying? To get them to know us for 5 minutes at least, so then they can decide if they want to swipe left or swipe right. You
well,
know?
yeah, we could probably create that. You
No,
know what
we
I'm
ain't got
saying?
that. We ain't got the
I
the
mean,
capabilities. I'm
I
looking
mean,
out for all these people. By the time we create that, it's gonna be another decade.
so,
You know?
oh man, I mean, y'all could probably steal this right here because
Go ahead, take it.
we was just talking about
Yeah.
like shorts and stuff like that and how we want to get into that, and I was just like, we probably got to go past that if we want to kind of,
So there we
upscale
go, right
in a
there.
sense. So yeah, I mean, if you make an app and then that first short, once you see them, they could just introduce themselves and say like two, three things
What,
that
what
about
would
them
what would yours
that
say?
they like.
What would your 30-second app say? I mean, screen time.
Me right now,
I mean, a young Carter, not
young Carter,
young Carter, not
young
Mary Carter.
Carter
Young
in
Carter.
his prime.
We don't have to be prime. You know what I'm saying? In his wild and out days, where he still felt like he had it like that.
Shit, I don't know, man.
I mean, the demographic back then and now is kind of different. Like when you really think about women right now, they have a lot of options apparently, right? Well, I just said 20% to 80%.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
now, just the mindset of a woman, they know they already got options, right? And back then, we used to have to holler at people through a pager, just to wait for them to kind of respond type of thing. But now, these women, they have all these contacts, 500, 1,000, 50,000 contacts in their back pocket. I mean, they have value now, right? Compared to back then. Just the options that women have now, I mean, they gotta be picky. They see all this stuff on social media, what they expected, all these big buff dudes and the perfect looking guy in their back pocket because they just like their photo.
Yeah, the hype is real, man.
Yeah.
The hype is real. Like I was just talking about hype with my wife the other day, like uh, of how someone could just be so some product can be so overly hyped that it'll sell for over something that's supposed to be worth more, and it's not. So it's just for example, like a baseball card, a hot player right now just sold for over $10,000, but in actuality, a better baseball player, like last year, rookie card or something is selling for the same price. That's what I'm saying. Hype is real, and like when you go to social media every day, which women are on, men too, you see all the glitz and glamour of who you see yourself with. You raise this high ass bar that probably the average Joe probably could never ever possibly reach.
So what do we have to do as men to even compete now?
I mean, man, I would just say level up yourself. I mean, work on the relationships you have with your family, your friends, first and foremost. I mean, if you have a great, healthy relationship with that, and then you'll probably be ready to step into a woman's relationship because it's not easy. It's work, and it's a lot of work and a lot of time that you're gonna have to invest. And then what I'm saying, keep going back and forth with that. So just tune into your friends, your good friends around you, and your good family that you still talk to or whatever it may be. Just check in with them and work on those, build those relationships up. Because if you don't have a great relationship with your friends and family, first and foremost, do not step into no relationship or look for one. I tell you, because it will be a lot of headaches and a lot of BS that you're gonna be going through. So you want to save yourself that time for sure.
So, but what do you say to the ones that are doing all that and they're still single?
I mean, man, just work on yourself, man. At the end of the day, just do you.
I mean, what is it that we can do to work on ourselves?
Whatever you lacking in, what you slacking in, you know who you are. You got trouble speaking to women. Shit, go out, speak to women that's your friends. At the end of the day, you going out there talking already.
What if
so
the homie
practice.
ain't got no females on deck? All of them are swooped up by all them other homies, the other homies that got mad game.
Well, like I said, you got to get out there. You got to practice. Everything takes practice, and if you're not doing well in that category, then you got to go practice, man. And one way to do it is at social events. You have a birthday party, you have a baby shower event that your friends
you don't
go
get
to.
invited to these birthday parties.
Well, I mean, if you ain't got no friends, first thing you got to go make some friends.
Yeah, so how do you do that? How do we get acquainted?
You join clubs. You go Facebook groups.
So let's just
you
say
find hobbies.
Let's just say this gentleman, he's 35 to 40 years old, right? And he's never dated, and he's probably been back and forth, talking to females, but he never really executes. And when I say execute, probably get them to come over type of thing. He doesn't get a second date. He can barely pass the first date. So what do you suggest to this gentleman that's trying to get to know somebody, before, or even how do we even find somebody to?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to just working on your relationships that you have. I mean, you have family members. I mean, and like I said, if you don't have family members, you got to join groups. You got to get out there and be sociable, because that'll make you more comfortable when you approach a woman, right? Because approaching women, you got to be, a right setting, right this and that, because obviously there's a lot of creeps out there, right?
How do you not become creepy? What if you are that guy that everyone thinks that is creepy? How do you
be
less creepy?
There's books, there's YouTube, there's so many ways you can go about it. I feel.
But they're here right now listening. What do you tell them?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like,
I'm telling them.
So what would young Carter?
relationships.
So young Carter comes up. How would he holler at some girls? How would he approach a woman if he sees them at a not a nightclub? We don't want to pick up anybody at the nightclub.
Well, naturally, I'm sociable. Naturally, I'm a people person, so I'm talking to everybody and anyone. So whenever I'm out, it's natural to me to talk to
You
people.
just talk to them like they're just friends, right?
That's the key.
Yeah, but how do you get not in the friend zone?
You got to be friends first. I mean, obviously, you're attracted to a person. She gonna know that. But if y'all become friends, that's one way in. And if you be put into the friend zone, then she ain't the one you're looking for. Obviously, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like women know what they want, what features they like about a man already. So they already have this persona of who their man want is going to be. So instantly, if you're not fitting those boxes, she's not going to be attracted to you. So there's no way that you're going to get past not the friend zone. So that's why they always say like you got to go out there, you got to talk to girls, you got to get turned down like 1,000 times, and that one will probably do you right or whatever. But like to each their own. Don't be discouraged because like I said, women they already know what features they like in a man or whatever it could be, right? So if naturally they're not attracted to you, it's not probably not gonna work. You probably ain't gonna get past first base.
Yeah, see, so that's the thing, right? I almost feel like we spent so much time chasing women. Why not it be the other way around, right? We can level up ourselves. We can do what it takes to look good, feel good, think better, right? You know, I mean, up the game. I mean, majority of the time, if you have a better career, but see, that's the thing too. A lot of people get caught up in the career so much that they don't even have time to socialize, you know?
Yeah,
And
I mean you gotta make time. You gotta put in time. Like I said, with a relationship, being married, you gotta put in work. You know, work is where it's at, and you gotta know that this work is building a beautiful thing at the end of the day. You know, and you guys got both got to work into it. That's what I said in the beginning. Like if your relationships with your friends and your immediate family, those are the relationships you guys need to be working on the most anyway. So if you feel like you have a great relationship with your family and your immediate friends, you're gonna be ready to step into a relationship with a woman. That's just me saying that because if you don't have any experience, because if you don't have any experience, like I said, you should work on your relationships with your friends and family first and foremost, and that should be coming naturally anyway. But yeah, I mean, when you're approaching women, what I tell my boys that don't naturally go and talk to women is that just talk to them like they're your friends. I gave one of my boys advice. He was like, "How do you approach them?" I was just like, just talk to them like you talking to me, but they're a female. So I mean, not female, but a lady, whatever it may be. So it's just like ask them how they doing, how you doing, how's your day, whatever it may be. What's your hobbies nowadays? What you like doing, and then try to find something in common, and then that could lead to whatever. But yeah, just talk to them like a friend.
I'll be honest. I mean, since the dating scene and all that stuff, right? We always resort to alcohol, right? Just to loosen things up, and it becomes a little bit easier. But I don't want to, tell people, to get somebody drunk because,
Yeah, enjoy a cocktail. Don't be shooting
yeah,
shots because you might end up with something you never
with a charger.
you don't know, man. Because some like some people change when they drink alcohol. So just get a little buzz just to get them loosened up, but don't be indulging in like shots because you might be ending up catching a case or
Catching a case or wake up
getting
the next morning and then,
catching hands to your face. I don't know, man.
you ever wake up the next morning and be like, damn, I just got played? False advertisement? He said, nah.
Are you talking about with females? With me?
Yeah, I feel like here's the thing, right? Men, you see what you get, right? But women, they're able to doll up and put them lashes on and put the eyebrow, put their face on and everything, and then the next day, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the, again with social media.
yeah.
I mean, learn to tune into
I'm
social
speaking on
media.
other people's behalf, by the way. Nobody I'm talking about specifically.
Yeah, but like I feel like social media fucks it up for a lot of people, man. They get so tuned into social media and all these better things. They want to make themselves look better and follow that too, and think that's better for what they need. They think that's what they need, but they in actuality they don't, because natural beauty is the well, not just natural. I mean like naturally inside, like you know, loving yourself with what you got, and then highlighting certain things with the makeup, but don't be. I'm not saying don't be, but to each their own, you know. But yeah, certain women like to overdo it, you know.
Right.
Fucked up situation when the man he wakes up like you said with a with a whole new breed, but you know, um, yeah,
Like I said,
self confidence
like
goes a long way,
as
man.
men, we have to level up, right? I mean,
We all do, man.
yeah.
We
I
all
mean,
do.
yeah. But the saying though, it's more expected of the man to do that.
Yeah, I
It,
mean
it,
that's the
it, and
society we grew up in too,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
So
and it's always about us chasing women. In reverse, I would love it to be opposite. I would love for women to be reversed and then buy us a box of chocolate, take us out on a dinner date, pay for the movie theater, pay for the tab, you know. But that's not likely to
yeah,
happen,
no,
you
because that's
know.
marketing. At the end of the day, like it goes back to capitalism.
Right.
That's the way market schemes work. You know, that's how society raised men in a sense. That's why men it got it so up in a sense where it gets depressing, and
I
you
know
know taking L's too much is like you know
I want a
it
box of
hurts.
chocolates.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
we want some flowers.
it's all about celebrating love. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's how marketing schemes worked for against our favor. You know, they made the man go out and go buy all this and that, and
Yo, shout out to any female that's thinking about getting down on one knee and proposing herself, man, to a man. I want to see that happen. I haven't seen that yet. I only heard people say that it's happened before, but nobody that we know.
yeah, I mean,
You
at the
know?
end of the day, you just expressing your love and you ready to take that next step. So,
Yeah.
I mean, don't be discouraged and don't look at it like you playing yourself. In a sense, you just expressing your love for
Yeah,
that
it
for
would
that
be
person.
nice for a woman to holler and flatter us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like I said, man, women, I feel like they know what they want. They know what they like in a man, the features or whatever it is that they're naturally attracted to.
So you saying that you can't change a woman's perspective? Like if they already know that they'll sleep with you, they already know. Like there's no way in hell that
I mean, I feel like
you can change that up.
I mean, in a social setting, I feel like females can already pretty much know, like, oh yeah, he can get it. They'll probably think immediately, like, oh, yeah, something like that. I feel like, you know, they know what they like. You know, they like your charisma or how you portray yourself in a social setting. Because naturally, you're gonna be attracted to someone when you meet them. If that's what you're doing, you're single or whatever, you're already gonna be sizing them up. You know, naturally. It comes natural, like, oh yeah, and then I'm pretty sure women are gonna be like, oh yeah, he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, usually women, you say they already kind of know what they want, but
That's
what
what
do
I
you,
think.
yeah, but
So
what do you
yeah,
think that men can do to even get their attention? Sometimes, when they don't even look their direction,
I mean, to each their own. You know, like I said,
just come on confident, right?
I mean, yeah, they say
Women love a man with confidence.
they say that all the time.
Yeah,
But like I said, to each their own. It depends what kind of chick you're looking for, a female. I mean, lady. You know, they can't be calling them chicks and females, but yeah. I mean,
you want me to edit that out?
nah, man, they know it's from a good place. You know, it's V-Day, but we just trying to tune in and dive in a little bit about it, and hopefully, you know, something positive come out of this. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
here's the thing, right? I want to give hope to the fellas that are still single and not say that they're not worth the time, but you know we all have our ups and downs, right? I mean, everybody wants to be their best selves, right? So what is it gonna take for you to be your best self? You know, and I remember reading up on some research, and they were saying something about the waist to hip ratio or something like that. You know,
waist to hip.
something like that. Like men are attracted to women that are like point 0.7 hip to waist ratio, and then women are attracted to men with confidence, leadership skills, um, and a big wallet and resources. That's the thing, you know.
Well, a big wallet would be, you know, security. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I think naturally, as human,
That's a long term, yeah.
as a human species, just date back. Let's just go simpler terms, without the hoopra, whatever you call it, the hula, whatever. So let's just think simply, right? So, man, woman was created, right? The man is obviously created more bigger, stronger, so he can protect and provide for the family. The woman was created to produce uh, what do you call them, children. So
Yes, they're called children.
I was gonna say like
What are those little creatures?
I was gonna say like offspring, right?
Sure. Okay.
So if y'all could just think like that, just think simply like man was created to protect. We're bigger. We can, probably kill a bear or whatever the situation was back
You
in the
can
day.
kill a bear.
Yeah, with a rock, and a spear, whatever it may be. And the woman was at the house producing kids. They're created that way. So naturally, that's who we are as humans. So obviously, I would think women would be naturally attracted to someone who protect and provide, right? So because at the end of the day, you can look at any man from like 100 yards away. We all look the same. When you get close up, that's when it trickles down to like to each their own personal traits that they like. Because if you really just look at it, we're all the same. It's just height. Everything.
If
Is
we're all
different,
the
right?
same, then why is it that you think that married women, they have a higher chance than cheating than men? There's an actual stat out there. The women that cheat, they're actually at higher risk of leaving at 70% to go with the significant other, the other one, not significant other. What do you call a mistress for a woman?
I call a message that, man, she probably don't have good relationship skills. Because like I said, if you working on relationships, you know that it takes work to even keep a friend, a family member. It takes a lot of work when you're dealing with someone that's not ready to work on that relationship. Like for instance, every family has a falling out with a brother, a sister, or whatever it may be. It takes work to get back into that relationship. It takes compromise, and it goes the same way with women or men, whatever relationship you're in. I always felt like this. Any relationship you're dealing with, always takes two things. You gotta come into that relationship logically and emotionally. You gotta think with your mind and your heart for it to work, truly work. Like if to have better understanding of two people, like to make it work, you need to come into that relationship with both your mind and your heart into it. Because if you don't, it'll always be lopsided, and you guys will always be bumping heads because you guys don't agree with each other.
What if I told you that there's a stat, right? That there's three things that make a relationship work for longevity. One
Work.
is resources, right? And then second is IQ, being able to hold a conversation with a significant other.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you guys got to get along. You guys
And-
got to have shit in common.
Well, you don't have to have it in common. You just gotta understand each other, like you said, right?
Yeah.
And then three is the number one thing is kindness.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's forgiveness. That's thinking with your heart.
Mm.
Because obviously, if you're going into a conversation or relationship, just logically thinking makes sense. This is why this works. But in actuality, the women is not going to understand that at all if she doesn't get logic. She's thinking emotionally. So obviously, the whole time while you're thinking logically, she's thinking emotionally. You guys are gonna clash. It's not gonna work. That's why both parties have to be taught this. That's why it's a beautiful thing to raise kids with the happy home. I mean, with the mother and the father, because the mother naturally is an emotional creature,
More caring, nurturing.
yeah, nurturing, and the man is a more logical creature because that's what we're naturally
I mean,
created.
we would
That's
hope.
how we're naturally
we would
created.
hope they
You know
think
what I'm
that we're
saying?
logical. Yes, we would hope that.
Yeah, more often than not, 9 out of 10, I guarantee you that men are more logically thinkers and women are more emotional.
Now
So,
I know why we have 90% men, 10% women following us because of a comment like that.
No,
No, but
I truly feel
no,
I don't
he-
disrespect no women.
yeah,
but, and I hope
we're
most
just
of my
saying
listeners
that
should
I'm
know
joking.
that though.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I just had to say it too because I don't know. But I do want to apologize if any lady or female or
Women
chick don't be
feel
offended.
offended.
Like
Yeah.
it's
that-
coming from love. So
So anyway, we were going to talk about this thing right here. So
Bam.
this is gonna be out on the sea walk, J and C walking. So we're gonna go pass out some red envelopes to 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 some lucky winner, right? But to get them engaged to try to answer our three questions, in order for them to get the red envelope, I mean, to get a lucky chance to spin the wheel, they have to answer three questions. What they what we're gonna tell them is that they have a chance to win $100. But technically, what they don't know is that it's $100 total, and we're just gonna put $2 in each red envelope. and, and then what else is there?
Times is rough right now. Y'all know that.
There's
You know,
actually a lucky slot in there that says mystery prize. So what we're actually inviting a friend to come along, and what he doesn't know is that we're actually going to try to hook him up with somebody that day.
Yep.
Yeah, the mystery prize is that he will be taking out a lucky contestant on all expenses paid to either a movie theater
Starbucks or a Vietnamese coffee shop.
yeah, sure, yeah. But we're just gonna try to hook him up today to see where it goes and stuff. But,
Yeah, make it a little
should be
bit more
interesting.
fun.
But so anyway, stay tuned, right?
Yeah. We should be doing that this Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to survey hopefully maybe 100 women, 100 men, or 50-50, something like that. Just to get a better perspective of,
Yeah, we're gonna do it during the Lunar New Year parade in San Francisco.
yeah. Damn, we should have went Sunday.
Sunday where?
We should have went to Oakland. They had the first parade in 50 years. We could have did a little bit over there, too.
Oh,
But
you didn't say no, but
I completely forgot, too.
You couldn't even go.
Saturday, I was out Saturday, but yeah. But yeah, that we try something new, try to bring a little bit more fun and entertainment for you. But yeah,
All right,
y'all can meet us at Frisco Chinese parade. We can survey you too.
No, we can't even see.
Come
We
through.
won't even air this until until after, right? So yeah. All right, stay tuned, everyone.
So what would it take for you to say yes to a man who gets down on one knee?
Are you proposing?
I just might be.
Welcome back, everyone. Earlier, you heard about us giving advice to the single people out there, but we didn't get a chance to talk about the married couples.
People in relationships.
Yeah. Well, how are we supposed to keep the spark alive? Because let's be real, right? You're together with somebody for quite some time, and sometimes you kind of need to learn how to spice it up a little bit, right? So how do we keep that alive? That chemistry that we want now. We're trying to bring back. No, actually, if I say that, it's like it was lost, right? So, I don't know. What's your take?
Oh no, I say just go do something together. Just go have fun. Go do stuff you guys enjoy together. Make it a thing.
So here's the thing, right? I've been together with my wife for 12 years now, 13 years, right?
Yeah.
So what advice would you give me?
You? Oh,
Right,
shit.
since we've been through like so much together, we've been there, kind of done that, have a family and kids and stuff like that. How are we supposed to continue to keep that spark going on Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day? I
Well,
mean,
not talking about anything sexual. I'm just saying like
no, I mean,
you know,
no, I get
just
it.
the relationship, just not even on Valentine's Day, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, just go do something fun together. I mean, give the kids to your neighbor or something, or somebody who live in a basement and let them watch them for a little bit, and then just go out and do y'all.
Throw them in the basement and then have them.
You know, put the block up the hallway so nobody can get in, and just leave them there with some food and water, and then come back like 2 hours later.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They love that.
Yeah, but yeah, go out, have fun, man. Enjoy each other's company. Y'all got to, man.
So I'll be honest, right? So when me and my wife are out, we go out to dinner, and we'll get lucky if we can be able to catch a flick, right? But during dinner time, all we do is talk about our kids, and that's kind of been our life,
Yeah,
right? And
it is your life.
I'm pretty
though,
sure,
you know?
yeah. But
It's
the thing I've heard from people is that you have to live for you,
yeah,
just not for your kids.
you first, man. You
know,
definitely comes first.
And what I've read up on was that the relationship with the husband and wife, it comes first before the kids.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
Because everything else will fall in line if the husband and the wife is happy.
Shit, kind of fucked it up.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Go. It's all good. Go ahead. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going downhill, but a lot of people go through the same struggles as we do. Well, we're not really struggling. It's just that spark, that got us together.
Yeah, that wick.
You know,
Y'all need to get them two rocks and then
I feel like
you know.
everyone has a recipe, right? Once that to make them happy, right? We just kind of have to find that recipe over again to keep that spark alive. Whether it was that massage or no, actually that's all sexual stuff. Let's not talk about sexual.
I
Let's
mean, it don't have to be sexual. I mean, shit. I get home from work, my feet hurt. Shit, my wife will massage my feet or
Oh,
something.
you're a lucky man.
She hasn't done it yet, but I'm just saying she would. I
She-
would think.
you would hope so.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, just go out, do something. Do something that y'all both enjoy. Y'all got to take that time off for yourselves first and foremost, man, because y'all got to bring that happiness into your kids. So yeah, it definitely starts with you and your wife. I would feel like so, 100%. You gotta like something, and then she could probably just go if she don't like it that much or something. She'll do it just for you, I'm sure, and vice versa. I mean, I would do it for my wife if
So let's
a
talk
sense.
about something that doesn't cost anything. What is it that is free that you can do for each other?
Talk
That
about the future. Talk about goals. Go sit somewhere nice. Look at it. Look at the view. I love just zoning out and just looking at beautiful spaces and views. So that's just me. Like clarity. It gives me just like when I went to Joshua Tree, just chilling out in the backyard by myself, just looking around. It was just very relaxing and gave me that clarity because it was a good mental reset. So I mean, I feel like I could have did that with my wife and just talk whatever, anything, and just naturally, enjoy each other's company in a sense, because that is your life partner, and you guys definitely got to
Yeah,
tune into each other.
you have to kind of think about this too. I mean, every couple gets into disputes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized that took me a while to figure out, right? That in the very beginning of my marriage, I used to think very negatively, like almost in a sense where, um, like it was bad. Like why would I think that I'm going to get into a fight to that mindset that I had was a boyfriend and girlfriend mentality. Like you were just gonna leave. Like if you don't treasure me or value my time, then I'm out type of thing, right? And that's not how you're supposed to think as married couples. Hold on.
So your friend,
Oh.
he had a
So my friend called me up for advice the other day,
all right.
and then he said to me, "Man, Jimmy, man," I'm like, "I don't know. I think I fucked up. I made a mistake." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You cheat on somebody?" He said, "No, no, no, nothing like that." He goes, "I don't know, man. Like I've been married with her for X amount of years now, and I'm feeling like, I don't want to be with her anymore." I'm like, "Well, what did she do?" He goes, "No, she didn't do anything. I just don't feel that spark. I don't feel that love that we once had. We're together because we have kids. I mean, they have like three or four kids now, and he feels like he's just together with her because of their children. And I told him, I said, I respect that. Like I mean, a lot of married couples probably think the same thing. Like they're together because what's connecting them is children, and nobody wants to leave. But at the same time, the clock is ticking, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And they're afraid to lose out. Like they might meet their another person that understands them, or and I told him, I said, it's very common how you feel, you know. And I almost told him, I said, I think that. Well, I did tell him, I said, you're in that boyfriend and girlfriend mentality. Like you think that you could just get up and leave type of thing, but you made a lifelong commitment. When you got down on one knee and you proposed to that woman, you said that you were going to spend the rest of your life with her through thick and thin, right? And that's a choice
mm-hmm,
that you made,
yep,
right? And she agreed to it because she trusted you. And you have to be held accountable for that, because you just can't be like that dude that gets a fucking dog and then returns that dog a month later, type of thing.
Yeah, that ain't no,
There ain't no refunds.
don't take no easy way out, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it's life, and it's a lot of work. A lot of work. It can sound stressful. It is, but at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing too. Because history is a beautiful thing. History, you know what I'm saying, is one of the most things you got to treasure when you're thinking about going down that path. I feel like because in a relationship, especially marriage, man, you're dealing with this person that's constantly changing throughout her life, his life. They're constantly changing, learning new things, or wanting or liking new things. But both of you have to understand that this is it. This is your life partner. This is what you signed up for, and this is what you committed to. This commitment, it's work.
So, what do you do when you're in that state of mind where you're upset, right? And you know exactly how you feel, and you almost feel like you want to pull the trigger to think divorce, right? How do you stop yourself, or you don't even stop? How do you tell the difference between a toxic relationship versus just a phase that everyone kind of goes through?
Yeah, with me and my relationship, it's like it's work, and we both know that, and we both know that we're working to be better people every day, and it's not gonna happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? You sleep and you wake up. That's the only thing happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like the sun goes down and it comes up, but there's a new sun. You know what I'm saying? It's the same sun, but it's a new day. It's a new sun every day. So it's gonna take time, and you and your partner both have to talk about that and feel that it's actually that it's true that both people are actually putting in work, the same amount of work to move past the certain issues that they do encounter. You know what I'm saying? But
So,
you have to work at it.
for you, right? If you were bickering, I mean, what does it take for you to forgive? So you won't be angry, or what it is to that makes it easier for you, that you realize like, okay, it doesn't take much to calm me down. She just needs to do this. What is that for you?
Well, with me, whenever there's a altercation, something, a disagreement, it shouldn't become an argument. So that's what I always try to practice myself, and come at the situation like, that shit bothered me. Maybe next time, maybe we could do something a little bit different so that it doesn't bother me, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna get bothered. It irks you or whatever it may be. But that's the thing. But it's always gonna be something like that because we're changing as we're becoming different every day. We learn and we don't like the older things that we used to do. You know what I'm saying? So it comes with time. So both people have to be on the same page with that, and express to each other, express yourselves. Because if you don't, how will one know? Like my wife, she had a thing like little things would kind of bother her, but she wouldn't say nothing. She just let it kind of hopefully roll off her back. But in reality, it kind of built up and it kind of exploded. So then we get into an argument or whatever. So now it's like we're working on that. So like we're working on her telling me when there's certain small things like bother her, maybe I need to put the dishes away or whatever it may be, or clean my bathroom or whatever the case may be. It's so small, but then all those small things add up and it'll blow up at the end of the day. So and then it's all bad after that. It's like then I need my space. I would take like 3 steps back. So I would need like 3 days apart, not apart, but just 3 days to cool off. Because that's how when I run hot, it takes about 3 days to cool off. Everybody's different. Some people like to fight and then fight it out, work it out right after. That's how my wife is. But I'm totally different, and she understands that now. So she gives me my space, and she knows that but you have to let your partner know that you'll be back and you'll be okay, because you can't just tell her you're leaving or you need space and she don't know when you're gonna come back. Excuse me. So
what do you say to those that say, "Oh, don't go to sleep mad"?
yeah, I go to sleep mad all the time.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit too.
It's
That's the worst advice you can give somebody.
No, I wouldn't say it's worse, because like I said, to each their own. Whatever works for you. So we're just trying to figure out what works
No,
for
but
you.
what I'm saying is that advice makes it seem like we're like
Horrible marriage. Or
yeah,
something.
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like for me, you got to give people the time to be upset, to process that,
Mm-hmm.
right? You just can't be, oh, your time's up. You going to sleep now. Then now
Yeah.
you don't have the right to be upset anymore. Like, no,
Nah,
man, come on
nah,
now.
motherfuckers
Like,
got work the next day and shit.
you
You know
know,
what I'm
but
saying?
like we understand that nobody wants to go to bed upset, right?
No, we
But the
don't.
thing is that you got to give people that time to feel or to think about a process that information of why they got upset to begin with,
Yeah, get
right?
through it,
Some
man.
people have valid points.
Yeah,
They don't have to just forgive right away,
yeah,
you know. But we're just expected so much because some motherfucker came up with a line that said, "Don't go to bed, angry at nighttime." Like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
cut that shit out,
Every
man.
time I go to bed at night too, I be like, yeah, that's stupid ass mother. I was like, I go to bed all the time, but like I
Don't
said,
go to bed angry.
everybody processes things differently, man. And if y'all learning trying to figure it out, maybe y'all need a little bit more time. But just know, man, once you sign up for that, you locked in. You got to sign up and commit to that. You know,
So how long is too long?
loyalty is everything, man. So you commit to that. Don't give up so easy. That's the easy route.
Yeah. So how long is too long? It's been 2 weeks now,
Man, it
or three
depends.
weeks now,
Everything's different.
and he or she is still sleeping on the couch, and
Yeah,
nobody's
in the
talking. Like
doghouse, whatever you want to call it.
how are we supposed to break that? How are we supposed to take initiative to say, hey, forgive me, or I forgive you? Like, how do we get
Yeah,
to that?
just speak about it, man. Just talk. Just be like, yo, I just need some time. Just give me like 3 days.
Infidelity.
We can go grab lunch, or we can
Somebody got caught cheating.
we'll get dinner. With cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know. What do you mean? Like,
Somebody got caught cheating.
okay,
How are you supposed to deal with that? You talking about a lifetime commitment, right?
yeah,
The wife cheated, the husband cheated,
yeah,
and it became almost like not a fling, like a side relationship. Like
yeah. I mean,
you can't expect a guy to just be like, you know, it's all good,
yeah.
or the girl to say it's all good.
Nobody's perfect. People do fall sometimes, and if that's
Do you think
you,
that's a valid reason for a divorce?
if that's you willing to pick up your partner, then shit, do it. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens all the time. People do forgive. Some people don't. That's okay too. However you guys want to work that out, that's between y'all. But mistakes does happen. Time for correction does happen. But that's of course that's pretty up there. It's a lot to come back to. But
Remember, I came with those stats earlier that women have a higher chance of cheating 70%,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, actually taking off with the guy 70%. Sorry, I take that back.
Taking off with a guy 70%.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if they get caught cheating, they have a higher chance of leaving with the guy at 70%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's a lot of work, and then most likely one of them is lacking in the department. So, yeah. But usually if you tune in, you lock into someone like that, you got to take your time and work on it. Work on the things that's your partner's, I guess, upset about.
As much as we were preaching at first and saying that you took a lifetime commitment. Everyone's scenario is different, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
No, let me cut you off. My bad. But I would say, like, if one person was to cheat, most likely the other person is lacking in the sense of what they're missing. They're trying to fill that void with their partner, so they find that with someone else maybe. So, in actuality, maybe they need to, like I said, they kind of have to have
one,
these
it could be sex, or two, it could be
relationship
finances,
things.
right? What else is there?
It could be
Or,
half.
or the other part is the third part is the romantic relationship that they've been missing. Like some people get married too early,
Yeah,
right?
they haven't
They see
lived.
all this, yeah, exactly. They see all their friends getting married, and everyone has to, pop the question, feel forced to, because they've been together for too long.
Yeah,
Only to realize that they were in it for the long. They didn't live life yet.
yeah.
There's always marriage counseling, right? You can, always take that step first.
Yep. I
And
know a
then,
lot of people that went through that. Not a lot, but I know a few.
do they make it? Do
It
they make it
helps.
public though? Do
It
they tell?
helps.
Do they tell their family about it? What do you think?
Yeah. I say so. Ain't nothing to be ashamed about. Everybody goes through their struggles, and then what's better than to have a mediator?
Yeah, but do they tell their friends?
I mean, I don't know who they told,
So,
but
that's the thing, right? A lot of people, they don't want their people looking down on their spouse, right? So they kind of keep it to themselves, but they end up not telling anybody, and then it becomes more complicated, all bottled up, and they got a shitty psychiatrist, I mean a therapist, that they're venting out to. Whom do they run to?
I mean, it takes practice. I know somebody who just
What, a
can't.
couple of times a cheat?
No. I'm saying like just come at speaking about it and making it a norm and making it okay to just talk about it. Because at the end of the day, that's what we should be practicing. Because a lot of us don't. We need to learn how to vent and learn to talk about the darkness in a better light. That's how we started this. So my uh my buddy I just met, and then he was so open with me. He just talked to me about his dark past and stuff like that. I was just like kind of blown away. But at the same time, he told me himself that that's what that's what got him to this place. He's able to talk about it, and he's okay with it. I was like, wow. Of course, I said my apologies, or I'm sorry you had to go through that, and blah blah blah. But then we moved on. We kept talking about other stuff. So at the end of the day, it's I don't know. He felt more comfortable telling me, but he told me he just talks about it. You have to be comfortable with just talking about things. You can't be scared of it. Don't let that shit like hold you back to who you really are. So because at the end of the day, people who judge you, you shouldn't be fucking with them anyway. So fuck them in the reality. And if you got something to say, just say it. Just say it to the people who you care about, and if they reciprocate it, that's good. If not, then so be it. Let's just move on to somebody else. That's how I feel. You should be able to be talking comfortable and talk about dark things, people that is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Not normal, but at the same time, you have to vent these things out because it's going to eat you up inside. And the more you talk about it, the better you feel, and the more normal it is. And fuck it, and it'll roll off your back or roll off your shoulders, whatever it may be the case. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like you should be comfortable talking about it with a good friend or whatever.
You know who I randomly talk to, that really helps? Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about Uber drivers. I'm like a diamond member on Uber. I used to have Uber a lot, and sometimes I feel frustrated or whatever it might be. I just randomly, like, the Uber driver that I sat in the most recent one. She was the one that actually told me to go start this podcast.
Okay.
She actually pushed me. She said, "Yeah, I think you should do it."
Yeah.
And she actually was a doctor.
Nice.
Yeah, she was. I was just randomly upset that morning, and then I was just venting out to her. She said, I was going to the airport. She said, she asked me, "How are you?" And for the first time, I responded, "I really don't know how I am." And then she was like, "You got 22 minutes. Try me."
Yeah.
So I just let it rip, and I had no idea she was a doctor.
Yeah.
And I just confessed everything like I was talking to a priest.
See, that's the beauty
Yes.
of just letting it out to someone, anyone. You hold nothing back, no judgment. You're in a safe space. I talk to taxi drivers about bullshit all the time or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying like letting it out and talking, and venting that out. That's why why it's called venting, man. You letting out that steam. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep that shit inside, that pressure cooker is gonna blow. That's just gonna really fuck you up. And we lost good people because of that shit. So at the end of the day, yeah, man, it's all about talking to someone and letting that shit out. But yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. And
Shout out to her too. She actually didn't tell me she was a doctor until I left the cab, and she gave me her email, but I never reached out to her. But maybe I'll do it one day. But yeah, that's my take on venting. I felt like I didn't have anybody to really talk to because I didn't want anybody to feel judgmental.
judgment, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, people judge motherfuckers so quick.
Yeah.
Just understand like everything ain't a joke. When it's, especially with boys, with the homies, with the boys, when you're hanging out and shit like that. If your boy's trying to get into a deeper conversation with them, get there with them. Don't take everything face value.
But don't side with them either. Just listen.
Yeah, just listen.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
listen. That's the beautiful part of just venting, man. Just be there for your boy or your girl. Some people just don't know how to just notice that, and they'll just stay bullshitting and making fun. And when it's in actuality, it's it's a serious topic, man. It's like motherfuckers got feelings, and it's just like you gotta acknowledge it. You can't discredit it or whatever. Because some motherfuckers just don't know when to call it, draw the line and stop joking and bullshitting. Because some motherfuckers, it's true. When you're hanging out with your boys, they just be talking shit. That's all we do is talk shit about each other just for fun and laughs. But sometimes some of your boys might be going through something a little bit deeper, and you shouldn't be doing shit like that.
Yeah, don't discount people's feelings sometimes.
Yeah,
you
man,
know?
you gotta learn to check in and don't think that motherfuckers is sensitive. It's okay to be in tune with your emotions, because if you're not in tune with your emotions, you're gonna lash out at some other shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take it out on the next dude that step on your toes at the bar or on the sidewalk or look at you different. Motherfuckers go at it all the time with just mugging back in the day. You think about it. That's just anger built up because men's supposed to be tough and strong, and we ain't supposed to say shit. We just supposed to be about that action. You know what I'm talking about? So
That 2-second rule.
yeah, man. But yeah, it's good to be in tune with your emotions and vent shit out. You know what I'm saying? So
I wanted to switch up the subject just a little bit. I don't want to get too dark, but I have a problem with gifts. Right. When you're with somebody for so long, you kind of run out of ideas of what to do, right? And you want to be not sentimental gifts, but nor do you want to, splurge and spend on any nonsense gifts, right? So how do you decide what gift to get somebody after a long time? I mean, you was talking about what we got to give them for birthdays, Valentine's, Christmas,
Well,
and then Mother's Day. There's gonna be a wifey day one day, you know what I'm saying?
well, my wife, I mean, whenever I think of her, whenever I'm out or whatever, I just buy it. I don't really, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want that always to be expected a gift. What I'm saying is, okay, you'll eventually run out of gifts, right?
No, and there's just so much shit that she loves. She loves shopping, so I don't think I could ever run out with gifts.
Okay, but
Gifts is always a beautiful thing
so-
because it comes with like that thought behind, like, oh, I thought of you. So when I saw that, that's why I bought it for you. So hopefully you like it. If you don't, it's okay. But the thought behind it is I'm sure she'll love it anyway, because you bought her something, even though she probably wouldn't like it. There's plenty of things that made me think of my wife, and I bought it, and then she was like, oh shit, yeah, she don't like it. But it's the thought behind it that she loves, right?
Okay, that's good. But what if you just suck at buying gifts?
Bro, like I
How
said,
do you give advice to somebody to step up their game on gift buying? That's what I'm
well,
asking.
I mean,
because
yeah,
you know your wife. I'm talking about just overall the general population.
yeah,
It's not
no,
you-
I
you know,
mean,
you're,
you got to spend time with each other. You got to go out. You got to go look at things, and then she'll say, oh, I like this. Oh, I like that.
Well, she
You gotta
doesn't do
wa-
that.
Well, she gotta like something. You
No,
got-
but that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean-
for all these years you've been together, you already pretty much got her everything that she
Right,
needed
right.
and wanted.
Okay,
That's why I'm
okay.
saying you're running out of gifts.
So,
now.
I,
That's
so,
what my
so I'm
scenario
gonna tell you
is.
something right now. So you notice what she. So if you're constantly looking at stuff or whatever, or man, like me, I'm on Instagram a lot, and they always fucking ads always get me, right? So whenever I see something that is useful to her, then I'll just buy it. Like that'll help her. Like with my family too. Like if I see something that'll be beneficial to my brother, my sister, my mom, I just buy it for them as a gift or whatever. And then I'll just say that's your birthday and Christmas gift and shit like that. But yeah,
How about for you?
for me,
Yeah. What does it take to please you?
I don't know. It's the current thing that I'm my current hobbies, I guess. The current thing that I like at the moment. So if you know what I like and you give me something towards it, then that's beneficial to me, then yeah,
But
that'll be a good gift.
What if the guy already or the girl already has everything that they pretty much want? They buy it themselves all the time. They're a shopper. They buy everything.
Yeah,
already.
my wife. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it could just be flowers. I buy my flowers whenever I see her favorite flowers. I just buy it and just give it to her, even though they die like 3 days later. So
Yeah, my wife is a little easy. I just need to go buy her some food and she just be happy.
I think anything, bro. Like I said, I like yeah. I mean, even if I bought the recent thing I bought my wife was a Sailor Moon soda. So I went out. I went to.
And she told you she liked Sailor Moon or something. Why did I cross your
She
mind?
liked Hello Kitty Sailor Moon shit back in the day.
Okay.
So I thought it was just funny. And
Okay.
that I just buy it for her. She was like, it'll be a nice surprise because when she opened the fridge, she was like, "What the fuck is a Sailor Moon?" She's like, "Oh, it's so cute," and then she took a picture of it because she likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, little things like that. It doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to put a smile on your friend's face. Your
So
girlfriend's
if there's
face.
any women watching right now and they're trying to buy their man something, right? What you can do is open up an Amazon account and then let him add stuff on his wish list. It's because I think that's the most simple thing.
Yeah,
And
you could do that.
my
Yeah.
wish list is packed full of stuff, but not one thing has been bought in so far. I'm just saying.
Where
Not
you
one.
at?
Here's the thing: why things are on my wish list, right? It's because one, I look at it and I'm like, man, this is really dumb. I don't really want to spend the extra money to go buy this thing. It's like it's only like a $20 item, but I'm like, man, is it really worth spending right now? And I really have to make life-changing decisions now since I got kids, and I'm like, okay, you can't spend for yourself like you
No,
used
but
to.
it's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. You guys got to do yourself first before anything. So
Like right now, right? I got like I just added like six fans, portable fans, for my Vietnam trip coming up
Vietnam,
next
yeah.
month. Trip next
yeah,
month.
yeah.
And I couldn't figure out which one to get. But if you buy just one of those fans, I'd be so thankful. It's only $12.99. But this is little things that I believe myself. A good gift for me or majority of the people is that when we can't make up a decision and it's so simple to buy, but we're like, nah, we don't want to waste that money on that stuff. That's the kind of gift that we would love to get. Like I wouldn't waste my money to buy it.
That's definitely a good gift
Yeah,
for sure.
I wouldn't waste my money to buy it. But if you catch me slipping and say, oh, I noticed that he liked it, but he didn't want to buy because he didn't want to waste the money to go buy it. That's a good gift.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. 100%.
So that's what the wish list is for. If you can, open up account and whatever. But just tell them, don't buy everything you see. Just
I mean, you got to know what your partner likes, though. So anything.
I'm not vocal, man. I'm not vocal at all. Like I'm very spur of the
Well,
moment type
yeah.
of dude. Like
Well, I mean,
and
she
I just
gotta
buy it
notice.
myself. No, I just buy it myself.
You got to notice there's certain things you like about something. I mean, maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a shirt, or maybe it's a.
Man, I'm wearing the same shirt for the next whole podcast for the next 2-3 years, man. I'm not trusting you. You can't really shop for me.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not
gonna
clothes.
be easy. For me, it's not.
Right.
It's not easy because anything I like is overpriced, and I would never ever let her know exactly what I like because
Yeah.
I don't want her to buy anything for me.
Right.
But all that tech stuff. I mean, everybody gets intrigued with tech stuff, right? But
Yeah.
just in general, like I said, it's the small little gifts that count. So
It's the thought
Yeah.
behind it. That's what makes it. Special.
like if they're going on a trip, think about that trip for them, the weather or even a bottle of sunscreen or something, just something simple.
Yeah, man. That's good.
Yeah.
It goes back to what you said, like being kind, man. And,
Yeah.
that works. That works wonders.
Yeah, being kind, basically just making that gesture without even having to be asked sometimes.
Yeah, putting someone else before you.
Like
you know?
I'm planting the seed right now though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Valentine's Day in general, it's not all about gifts.
It's not.
It's
That's
about
it.
showing your significant other that you think about them, and especially on that day, even though we think that it's we're trapped into a money pit.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what United States was
Yeah.
was raised
I mean,
doing.
if you
so.
really love your man or you love your woman, right? You just
Your
tell
mom,
them, hey, yeah,
your
your
friend,
mom or
you
your
know, it's
sister,
just,
or whomever, your brother,
yeah.
whatever. Just tell them, hey, I want to buy you something after Valentine's Day. Do you mind?
You don't even have to buy her nothing, man. Just spend time with her.
Yeah, just
fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How I look at.
So here's the thing. Can I?
Yeah.
Stop
Go
you?
ahead.
Like when you have kids, though, you have to really schedule things.
Oh man,
Like,
yeah,
you
that's
got-
a different story. Right
Yeah,
there.
so
They don't
when-
understand
yeah,
nothing yet.
yeah, when you have kids, you literally you can't take that Valentine's Day and ask your friend to babysit on their day too as well. So
Yeah.
then you have to set something like, hey, you gotta ask your homie, your homegirl, like, hey, can we swap? Like I'll do the 15th and you do the 16th, and we kind of babysit each other's kids, and like that's real friendship right there.
Yeah, that's
You know?
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Or you can just do a family Valentine's Day. It's about just spending time with family and loved ones, man.
Yeah, that works too.
Because I was gonna say, like, I feel like what I wanted to do was like catch up with my family at least once a month, because I feel like that's the way the 365 days works. The year works. I feel like they've broke it down to 12 months, and once a month there's a holiday in every month, right? So once a month, I feel like they made it this way so that you can spend time, take a break from the grind of work and all that, and focus on your loved ones.
And spend money on the economy, you mean? Because
Yeah,
every
of
single
course.
freaking
We're-
month there's a holiday.
Yeah, we're a capitalist country, so money make the world go around. So that's why we're one of the most powerful too. So But yeah, definitely. That's what I was saying. Like, I wanted to tune in to at least my family, have a family meeting or family meet up, dinner, whatever, at least once a month, or friends. You know what I'm saying? At least once a
I
month.
wanted to mention something. In Vietnam, they don't do Valentine flowers like we do.
Mm.
Yeah, they don't spend money on flowers like we do.
I mean, they don't
Um,
got money like that too.
no, but they take out people on dates on Valentine's Day, but they
Hmm.
don't do the whole buying flowers like over here. The marketing for roses is,
Yeah.
2-3 times the price. Like what
Go
dozen?
to,
It was like $200 now.
yeah, man. You got to be smart. Go to Costco, man. Costco got the plug.
Just plan it not after. That's it. I mean if you already got the girl, you got the man already. I mean, plan it out after. I mean, it's best if you do it on a Friday and Saturday anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Always avoid the holidays because everybody's gonna be last minute and doing it. Be a little bit extra on top of it. Plan it ahead.
I know dinner reservations are always booked, and you can't even get a seat in the
The
house.
hype is real, man. Hype
Yeah,
sells everything, man. So just be smarter when y'all doing all that. Y'all save a lot of money.
yeah, you can save money by cooking too, but I'm okay. Oh damn man,
Yeah, man.
maybe I gotta cook this year.
Yeah, just go shoot down a pigeon or something. You know what I'm saying? Put that in the oven, save you some money, man.
Have
Chicken,
you
eggs
cooked
is
yet?
expensive too.
Have you
Shit.
cooked yet for Valentine's Day?
No, me and my wife don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we're here doing the episode.
It's Valentine's Day every day in my house.
That's the best answer ever. That's what my mama said.
But
So
yeah,
wow.
luckily my wife ain't big on that. But I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? If they want to indulge into a special V day or whatever. But yeah, luckily my wife don't, so I don't have to go extra over the top for her because she do it. But like to each their own. So if you're female, your man want to go a little bit extra, that's cool. To each their own. Just respect it. Do
Yeah,
do it out of the love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm just gonna cook her favorite BBH.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Put a little extra heart meatball up in there or something.
No, that's too much work. But,
Yeah. So I mean, we should talk about for people who in relationships, but
no, I think the very beginning of a relationship, right?
right, trying to figure it out, try to notice the red flags or
Red flags for what?
just a red flag like that it ain't gonna work, that she ain't the one or he ain't the one, right?
Sure, we can talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's a red flag to you if from I guess a female, if you just started dating, you would say?
Well, see, I myself personally don't know what the culture is now, but I'm used to just paying for everything, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about that is that it's not because it was expected. It's just for me, I grew up thinking that it was a gentleman gesture, right?
Right.
That's what we kind of thought. The man pays for everything or whatnot, right? But she never asked. But if a girl started to want me to go take her shopping all the time,
Red flag. That's a red flag.
that's
Red flag.
different.
Get the fuck out.
right?
Yeah.
Like, so, talking about my buddy, for example, right? He went. He's been shopping around in Vietnam, uh, and he was dating around, and he told me as soon as the girl said, "Let's go shopping to the mall," he said, "Peace." He dipped out quick. I was dying when he told me that. I was like, "Yo, that was smooth." I was like, "Good for him." He goes, "No."
Salute.
He said in Vietnam he had too many options. That's why he goes out there,
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's an older gentleman and stuff like that, And I don't hate on him going out to Vietnam, but to each his own. Before I used to be like, "Yo, don't go out there." Like they just thirsty out there.
Yeah, man.
They
They gotta be in tune to you, man. They gotta figure out what they want from you,
see,
not just from your pockets, bro.
Right. So here's the thing, right? The Vietnam is a little tricky. Like I used to say that don't trust anybody out there. They're all the same thing. But you know what? There's been situations where I've been proven wrong. But for the most part, like I hate to say it, I already know they ain't watching our channel, so it's okay for me to talk. Like they over here tricking out there.
Yeah.
Like what they be doing out in Vietnam is that they be acting like everything's all good, and as soon as they come to America, boom, they dip out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's just something that you should look into. Like I know somebody that's a lawyer that reached out to me and told me, hey Jimmy, you gotta tell your boys that these girls from Vietnam, they're talking amongst each other. They're
Yeah.
saying, yo, as long as they have some type of a domestic dispute, meaning like somebody calls the police for domestic violence and they have it on record, they can actually get the green card earlier.
Mm.
Yeah, that these are facts. And how I know that is that, I mean, not 100%, right? But the fact is that these girls are coming from the same region, same area. They're talking amongst each other as friends, right? Say, hey, yeah, I heard so and so in America. If you come to America and all you gotta do is call the police a couple times, they got it on record and stuff like that. It gives you a good case, so we can get a green card for you know,
Yeah,
quicker. We
yeah.
don't
There's
have to
some,
wait the full 5 years or whatever it is. You know, they already plotting on us.
yeah. There's some bad people. Y'all know that, man. There's some bad people out there. So they gonna use each and every way to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you guys
They
aren't worth the
cutthroat. You know what
time.
I'm
Like
saying?
it's not true love or whatever it is, but there's these things that are happening that
You gotta be cautious.
we have to be aware about.
Yeah,
You
you gotta
know,
be cautious.
not everything is true love, unfortunately. You know, and
Yeah,
these are.
man.
I'm not trying to say that. Oh, we understand um, that you guys have something different, but it's just the majority rules. We've heard too many stories about people taking off right when they come to the airport.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but yeah. I mean, I don't really give a fuck if they watching. You know, fuck them.
yeah. They some bitches anyway. So those are the true definitions of bitches right there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
fellas, man, your game got to be tight.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we understand that you guys have a lot invested into these women, but you know there are these red flags that you should be looking out for. You're spending a little bit too much. You're sending too much money back home, or they don't even work a day-to-day lives type of thing. I mean, you got to think about it. You know.
yeah, I've heard the stories, man.
Yeah, I got hated on for marrying my wife.
Yeah,
They-
haters gonna hate, man.
Yeah, they were saying, oh, he over here marrying the Chinese people. I'm like, yo, why not? You know.
Because they bitter and salty. That's why
You know,
they live in a cave.
she got a job.
Yeah,
She makes good money. You
cool,
know?
cool money,
Yeah.
good money.
You know,
yeah.
I'm saying like, you know, I don't have to send money back to China or Hong Kong, whatever it is, to take care of her. I mean, she sounds good to me.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
she treats me well and everything. You know, I mean, it's a mutual relationship.
Yeah,
You know, you gotta see these things. You know, but I ain't gonna lie though. When I first found out that she was from Hong Kong, I had no like. I was like, hold up, you got your your green card.
yeah.
And
That could be a nice little check for
she
you.
she messed with me though.
Yeah,
She messed with me. She was in the beginning of the relationship. I didn't find out until like 7-8 months later that she was she was from Hong Kong. I thought she was born here. Yeah, so she was messing with me. Talking about, no, I ain't got my green card yet. I was like, oh shit. She was she
Yeah,
was
man.
messing with me. But anyway, we're just talking about relationships in general that you should be looking out for. But don't be too cautious though. Not everybody's out there to get you.
yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, at the end of the day, you gotta let your walls down. That's why they say they let your walls down, right? But at the same time, in the beginning, you gotta you gotta fill it out because when you fall in love, you gotta fully let go.
Sure.
And if some evil ass bitch see that, she'll take advantage of you for sure because they're out there to do that. Not just in Vietnam, in America too. So you're dating women around here too.
So how do we tell about America? Like,
Like
how is the not gender?
I mean, like the vibes, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, they could be putting a running game on you, but at the end of the day, you got to look out for your wallet too at the same time. They're appreciative. If they're appreciative of you for paying for things and, I don't know, if
They got to return the favor.
if they buy you things in return too, you know?
Yeah. I mean, nothing's free in life. I mean, let's be real, right? I mean, it's a give or take relationship, right? You put out something. I mean, fortunately, men, you know, we put out money, and then in return, you know, we get.
They open their legs. And if them legs ain't opening after like 100 years, bro, you gotta go, man. Move on, man.
I mean, what do you think is the borderline, like the mark? Like when she says, oh, "Yo, I'm saving it for marriage."
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, if it's actually true, you know, I respect it. Of course, everything is cool.
If I don't see her praying every night before we go to sleep and when we wake up and when we eating,
yeah,
you better start raising some red flags.
she better have a Bible next to her bed and all that. So you got to notice these things, fellas, man. Stay sharp, man, because these women are fucking smart sharks out there.
Hey,
Real.
hey, why can't it be the other way around? Why can't we have sugar mamas?
I mean, there is sugar mama. That's why there is a thing called sugar mamas. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they out there.
I mean,
You
they
know.
call them sugar babies now too. Yeah, over here, it's more accepted apparently, right? The sugar babies, they're openly accepting it. It's like it's all good. Like I don't really mind being a sugar baby.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, a lot of women.
I mean, if they're open for that and you're okay with it, yo, fine, no
Yeah,
strings attached. You know what I'm saying? You go do your thing, handle your business. I'm all for it too.
yeah, man. I mean,
But it has to be vocal though, right? It
yeah,
has to be both ways.
both ways for sure.
Yeah.
To each their own, man. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. As long as you ain't out there being evil, shit, all for it, I guess.
So what else red flags? Just besides money, we were talking.
We know
about
that's
money
the
too.
main thing, but I mean, that's what the gold digger look for. So we, trying to, you know, had them watch out for the gold diggers, and B, what would B be? I mean, how else could a girl use you? I mean, that's basically it, right? I mean, they're gonna use you for your money. So
And sex too, right?
I doubt that 100%.
You
That's
gotta
that's
give yourself a
that's
little
their
credit.
money. That's their money. I mean,
Time,
shit.
your time is. I mean, they're robbing you for your time. I mean, how do you know? And let me reverse it real quick. Reverse it. You've been with this gentleman, ladies, right, for 5 years already, and he hasn't talked about marriage, right? He hasn't talked about having children with you. How we go about that? What does she have to do? She's like borderline.
Well,
She's
everybody
like
don't
borderline
want
30, 35, you know?
everybody don't want kids. So
No,
you
I'm
can't.
saying, but she wants kids.
Oh, but not
right?
with you.
Yeah,
Ain't
so how
having it.
yeah, let's reverse it real quick
Right.
and say for the females, they've been with this dude for a long time, and I'm not saying dude is childish, but he doesn't really talk about family, doesn't really talk about futures, and he lives in the present,
Let
right?
him go. Let him go, man. I mean, shit.
Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking.
Or you know what? I also
Don't
want
waste
to
nobody time, man.
I
Time is
also
the
want to
most
say
valuable thing
don't
ever.
as much as we want to say don't waste anybody's time, right? Don't let time be the reason why you guys are together too as well, right? And just think about it. There's technology now. You can freeze your eggs. You can freeze your sperm. I got a whole bunch of popsicles inside the fridge right now, sitting around just waiting for the
A bunch of little
to
jimmies in
hatch.
there.
No, but I'm saying like it costs a couple $1,000s, not too much. I mean, if you really want to think about worried about fertility and stuff like that, I mean, the safest thing you can do for yourself and not rush these things is freeze them.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't.
why not?
Because the older you get, especially for
Eh,
both men and women, like
Yeah,
it works both ways. So if
yeah.
you're kind of young right now, you got it, freeze them. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a relationship or in one that you can see potential, just freeze it for yourself, for your future,
It
in
gets a
case
little,
you do or you don't. You
right.
never know. Things might change later on. It happens all the time. I know
Yeah.
people who don't want kids now; they want them later. But what you have to do,
Be proactive, man.
you
Yeah,
have to
don't
be proactive and
yeah.
freeze them things. Yeah,
You got the opportunity now. Why not?
yeah.
You know?
That's very big
And
for
and
sure.
and
Save you a lot of money.
the cool part is that women, I know you guys are afraid to have your vagina split too wide and stuff like that. You can have somebody else carry it for you, man. That's the beauty of it.
Man,
now.
that's like 90,000 a
Oh,
year
is
though.
it?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry. Yeah, never mind.
Surrogate?
I mean, or you can let your man just stuff somebody else and have her carry it.
That could work. Whatever works
I
for
mean,
y'all,
hey,
man.
you want to save some money? Then get a housekeeper in there.
Yeah, from Philippines, I heard they were pretty cheap. Yeah.
I don't think. No, I'm not even going to keep going with this joke. But anyway, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with freezing them. It's
It's being smart and proactive, like you said. I mean, that's the main thing is being smart.
yes. Don't let
You have to look out for your future. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely something to do. So
Yeah, I'm not saying like having kids is overrated, but if I could, right? I mean, I would want my kids to be exactly the way they are. It's just I would love to have them a lot later. I'm not saying we didn't get a chance to enjoy life, but you want to enjoy life when you're young still, right? And
Yeah.
then the thing about it is like, man, you got to wait until you're 65 years old to travel the world when you can't even party and go anything like. But then you're thinking about the old mentality too, where you have to get, fucked up every single time you go someplace to have fun, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of past that shit right now too. Lately, I just been drinking. It ain't even that fun no more. So
You,
kind of cutting back on
for
the
you,
liquor.
you're lucky because you're still drinking. For me, I've been sober for almost 8 weeks now. I'm like, man, It's like I'm not saying I don't miss it,
Yeah.
but definitely when I go to Vietnam next month, I'm gonna have a couple drinks. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I quit everything, because that's not realistic. You got to be realistic to
Yeah,
yourself.
you got to learn to indulge and enjoy yourself, however
Yeah,
that may
just don't
be.
get carried away. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Moderation has always been the key, like they say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's true. It's a fact. You overdo one thing, it's gonna end up causing you some pain or something internally. So your liver or whatever it may be.
Yeah. So is there anything else besides finance that we have to worry about, because or fertility?
Uh, yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. I can't think of.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You
Yeah,
know,
man. I hope y'all having
don't feel quick to rush into relationships. You know, and just look out for these certain things. And you know, if you have the opportunity to get down on one knee or two, you know, take the chance. You know,
yeah.
why not take that leap of faith?
It's
There's nothing wrong with married life.
nothing. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, history is that history you guys built together would be forever lasting. So yeah, I mean, if it's a man getting down on one knee or a female getting down on two, you know, it's 2023. You know what I'm saying? Just it's affection of love. So ladies, if y'all want to do it, do it, and give us a shout out for pushing y'all to do it too.
Oh, we would love for you
Yeah.
guys to record that. If a woman ever had that recording and watched it and got inspired by us, we would love that.
Hell yeah, man.
Yo, we
You
will
know,
send you an envelope too.
y'all expressing y'all
Yeah.
expressing love. So you know, just make sure y'all both at the y'all both feel like y'all both are ready for it before y'all do it. So it'll go a lot smoother. Just don't, because if one of you guys, if you feel one of you guys ain't ready to do it, then don't do it. You might be led up for a failure. So
Yep. Don't jump the gun.
yeah, man, think it through. It's the rest of your life.
What was the last thing we wanted to talk about? Oh, our next episode.
The next
Our
episode.
next episode, please tune in. We're gonna talk about reconciling old relationships.
Reconcile old relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't talked to that person for a long time. We're gonna teach you how to, well, not teach you. We're gonna try to figure out a way to guide you into to creating that spark again. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
without making things awkward. Because everyone has got that friend that they miss, but they just don't know how to break the ice, right? Or that relationship that fell apart that never really had any type of band-aid to put on it. They just kind of dropped it. Because like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, that's something that a lot of us, we don't talk about. You know,
Yeah,
like
man,
old
actually-
friendships or
yeah,
old
yeah.
relationships or
It's funny you brought that up because I didn't even know you was gonna say that. But I just had a dream last night about one of my old boys that we ain't friends no more too. I was gonna call him and just say what's up and just apologize for being not a good friend because I was just gonna use that like how I used like I sent you that clip of that dude just apologizing to his dad or whatever.
yeah, that one got me.
Yeah. So there was this dude. He went through hell and back. He had a bad relationship with his father, you know, and all this and that. And he just said, F
Didn't talk to his dad for 20 years.
Yeah. And this guy just told him, like, just apologize to him.
And he said, for what?
Yeah, of course. He don't owe him anything. That's what the son's thinking. And he gave him all that bad trauma for the rest of, for his whole life or whatever, his upbringing.
But hey, you know what? Let's save that for the next episode.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about that anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, stay tuned, everyone.
So a little
Thank you for
outro.
listening.
Yeah. Yeah, just check in with your loved ones, man. Happy V-Day.
Yep, and stay kind to one another.
Yeah, for real. Peace.